Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out her morning medicines. And I'm not so much going to show you all the medicines as I'm going to show you the things I use. So this cup holds her medicine when I get it all ready. She's got a little bag that keeps her scissors and a pill cutter. I already know what medicines she takes and how much of them there are, but I also have a list on the cabinet if needed. She's on a special study drug. And I won't say I can do this with my eyes closed because I can't, but it often feels that way. Now, Monday through Thursday, she has a nurse that does her daytimes. And so I don't have to do it. I do the afternoons and nighttime. She's got a lot of allergies, asthma. So we do a lot of preventative, which has kept her well. With this coronavirus pandemic thing we've been living through since, I always say since the Houston rodeo closed in March. She has not been sick except one little time with a warm water goes in there with a little cold, and I attribute that to basically being on lockdown here. She does take Nexium, and yes, you are supposed to take Nexium usually before you eat, but if she doesn't have some food in her tummy, it makes her gag. So we don't do that. She also takes a drug called Sabril for seizures. And it's shipped from a private pharmacy. Can't get it at a regular pharmacy at all. It has to come from one pharmacy once a month. So we just know we don't run out of it. We've ran out of it before, and it's not been a good thing. Now, I may not do meds like you do, but I've been doing meds since our son was a baby, and that was probably 38 years ago. So I have some experience with preparing medication, and you can do it however you feel best, as your doctor has instructed. That is what I say. She has a drawer right here. We just got these new kitchen cabinets. So I have all these little cubbies, and I'll show you that sometime if you want to see how we kind of organize. I'll do another video sometime of how we organize her stuff, which has been a learned process for me. I was not always an organizer until I retired from my job. We use these little syringe caps. One of these we save for later in a cup that says 5 ml extra Sabril for next dose. That goes up in the cabinet so I don't forget. I do use a pill cutter often, but these break. She takes 1 3/4 of Keppra. So I cut that. And I have one that says extra Keppra. And that's where those little jewels go. And as they add up, I use them. The other one just says Keppra. We labeled everything in her bag so that it's at arm's reach. And then it's in this to-go bag. It's actually a makeup bag with her name on it, so that if we have to go anywhere, we can take her medication, or if we're traveling, which we don't do a lot of right now, or she's gone to the hospital, or I'm somewhere and that bag needs to get to me, you just say, grab Sophia's bag out of the cabinet, and everything's in there, all her meds. At least the ones, her day-to-day medications. I mix some meds up. The niacinamide she takes, and I mix it up in a medicine cup. Add a little bit more water to wash that cup out. There's that. She also takes B6, which goes in her Keppra. For some reason, it helps with the seizures. I don't remember why. I know they told me, but anyway. And then I have a cup of coffee, and that's for me. Thank you so much. One little trick I learned, and I hope I don't explode it on the camera, is a syringe. Now, I've never used the longer ones, but I use these little short Medport syringes with the orange writing. I'm not sure who they're from. Another mom told me about those. Put that in there, put the Keppra in there and reverse it. And I'm going to squirt the water up to where there's no more water that can come to the top. I'm going to put a syringe tip on there very tight. It looks kind of like a pumpkin. Then I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull almost to the end and let it pop back. I'm going to do that twice. So it almost goes to the 60 ml mark. Right there. Did it 3 times. Then I'm going to shake it. And what that has done is it broke all that medication, the Keppra and the vitamin B6. Then at night, it breaks up the Montelukast, which is like singular. Breaks that up, and you don't have to crush any pills. So that has been a lifesaver right there. I'm talking lifesaver. And that is how we do Sophia's medicine. Now, I use a paper towel to put all my meds on. Then I roll it up. And there we go. All the trash is right there. Scissors go back in my little makeup baggie with the pill crusher. Also in there, her nurse has put a little index laminated card that's got her meds in there and how much she takes, along with a Sharpie and a couple of extra syringes, should you ever need those for anything. That goes in her medicine bag. We really don't use that until the afternoon, later in the afternoon. Again, so that goes in the cabinet. Throw out the water. I do flush with that warm water. Flush her tube when she's done with her feed. And I'm going to give her medicine about halfway through. And then that flushes through with the food. So that's her meds and my trusty, beautiful green plastic cup. This is her morning stuff. It looks like a lot. Yes, it probably is. And then I put my syringe in there. There you go.